Hi everyone, it's March 28th and in front of you is improved pollock. So it's not a good time for me to shoot this video, but this is the only time I have. So been a while since I post any video. The last one was earlier today. That was a short video, but just an update on my Florida variety. This tree is 3 years old. It's growing slowly, a lot slower in California than Florida, because in Paso Robles, the weather is a lot cooler than Southern California, so everything grows slower here. Actually, I find Florida avocado variety grows slower than California variety, and it's interesting to observe because for 3 years old tree, and actually this is improved pollock is also a dwarf variety, from what Julian Laura said. So no wonder they're growing droopy, and I have to train the tree to grow upright. So this is the first year it's flower. Right at the moment, it have male flower. I don't know if you could see it, but 2 days ago it had male and female open at the same time. But right now it's all male. So, and if your tree is looking yellow, if the leaves looking yellow, it's not low in iron, it just is shedding all the old leaves, like I mentioned. I don't know what it's like in Florida, but here, most of the avocado, all the old leaves from last year will drop all the leaves. Some variety will drop totally, drop 100% all the old leaf right away, like my Monroe. This is improved pollock, so it's dropping slowly, so it doesn't look as healthy. And since I'm shooting this in the mid-afternoon, doesn't help either. And my cat here is distracting me. It's hard for me to concentrate to say what I need to say. So I have two cats. All my cat are rescue, so they just want attention. So just going back to the avocado, very high chance I will have more of Florida variety, improved pollock, and then over there is Ooh La La. Another name for Ooh La La is Super Hass. It's also flowering, so it's capable of holding fruit. Look like this spring, everything is going very well. It's not like last year. Last year, the weather is weird everywhere. So, but this year, a lot of things is blooming, and keeping my finger crossed that the tree able to hold fruit, and I will have a chance to taste, improved pollock. And let me see, I'll name some of the tree that capable of holding fruit. Improved pollock, Super Hass / Ooh La La, Russell, Cinnamon, and Marcus Pumpkin, and Catalina. Choquette and Catalina did produce fruit for me last year, so I'm excited. So now as the tree getting bigger, it should have more fruit. But I'm not going to keep, last year was my first year, so I kept too much fruit, so the fruit was small. But the flavor, at least I had a chance to taste the flavor. I was trying to get Tom to ship me some variety, but he didn't have it. So, but my choquette was excellent, and my Catalina was superb. And this year, it's too early for me to say, but I'm keeping my finger crossed that I will have more of Florida variety to taste this year, the end of this year or next year, once the fruit is mature. So I'm just keeping you updated what doing well in Paso Robles, because I'm new to this. each variety will respond differently on the weather, the climate, and the soil of Paso Robles. So, and I will post everything that I learned so you could learn from my mistake, what grow well and produce well in Paso, and because not every variety will produce fruit in Paso Robles. So, and I try to look online, YouTube, Facebook, and there's not much information on especially Florida and even California variety. There's not much people growing beside Hass, that's the well-known variety, but there's not much information for Central Coast of the collection that I have. Right now, I'm coming up to, I think, over 70 variety of avocado on the ranch here. And I will keep you posted what produced, because I'm not naming all the name of the variety that I have available that planted in the ground. So if you have any question, comment right down below. So here in front of you, this is improved pollock, since I'm close by. That one, I think, let me see, there's a name tag here. It's a Florida variety I got from, okay. This is Laura Purple. It's from Laura Farm. So it's a small tree that was planted last year, or the end of last year. So you can see the tree is tiny. And and here is my apme is flowering right now. I purchased this tree 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, from Laura Farm. It's their latest variety. It was tiny. It was so skinny. It's like the size of this little bamboo here, maybe a little smaller. Now it's twice the size. So, and I did, a couple days ago, took 2 cuttings off of this tree and grafted to a seedling tree. So to see if it works, then I will have another apme, or 2 apme. I did not shoot a video on that, so, but if the graft takes, I will show you. I will have a separate video on it. So, and that over there, that was also planted the summer last year. That's another Florida variety. I think this is a Miguel tree, and I purchased this from Laura Farm. So just for your info, a lot of nursery in Florida are the Department of California Department of Agriculture. They're very strict right now. Not too many nursery in Florida is qualified to ship to California. So they tighten up on what being shipped here. So right now, the only nursery that is certified, some of them they could ship, but then they will be rejected at the Department of Agriculture. Just for your info, they will not get to your house. So so be aware of it. So I've been lucky enough, most of the variety that I order is here, but now they tighten up on the restriction. But Laura Farm is the only one that I don't have any issue with. So so if you want any tree, that's the farm that I order most of my tree. This is Miguel, and there's a little seedling tree growing there, and that's from Laura Farm. Also, that's a little tiny Ronnie. I purchased 3 Ronnie, 2 little tiny 1 gallon size, and 1 3-gallon size. So just for your info, that's what 1 gallon size look like. It's tiny. So a lot of my tree, that's what it looked like when I first planted, without protection from winter. And actually that tree was planted in the middle of the winter without any protection. and this is in the front, of the house. And I'll come up here. Oh, I forgot also Oro Negro. Good chance I will have Oro Negro. If the fruit whole, I will have a chance to taste Oro Negro. So I have not had a chance to taste Oro Negro, and that's Oro Negro. I painted over because a lot of the leaves had, dropped. So, and here, this is my cherry tree. And since I'm in the front left side of the house, this is my reed. And here is my Carmen. The leaf is still hanging in there, but they will drop. So, and here is another Carmen, a smaller Carmen. And here is my Ooh La La. So this is the first year it's flowering. Just to share this with you, and right now we have male flower open only. 2 days ago I had male and female. So very high chance I will have, and here's my worker, I think he's finishing up. And here's Kona Shawwill. Very high chance I will get Kona Shawwill. I have at least 3 Kona Shawwill, 1 in the front and 2 or 3 in the back. So, and it's flowering right now, and right now I have male flower open. So, Tom, if they're producing fruit, I will ship you some. I have not had a chance to taste Kona Shawwill, unless if I could find someone in Southern California to share some of their fruit with me, then I'll ship you some. So just for your info. And that's my choquette. Last year it had 12 fruit on there. It produced fruit last year and the year prior. So I'm excited. The tree's growing slowly, but that's okay. At least I know it's producing fruit in PASO ROBLES. So if you have any question, comment right down below. And I'll keep you updated so you know what how my tree are doing. And most of my avocado that I planted here, majority of them are Florida variety, because I do have California, a lot of rare variety, but I have had a chance to taste some Florida, a lot of Florida variety, and I love the Florida variety. So, and I was lucky enough, the last few years, Tom were able to ship me some, but now they putting a strict, you cannot ship any fruit, period, to California. So, but now my tree is getting bigger, it's starting to produce fruit, so I'm excited. So, and I will share everything that I know of Florida and California variety growing in PASO ROBLES. So, if you're a new viewer, please subscribe. Any question, comment, I will answer every question the best I know how. So, thank you.